こんにちは。このチャンネルでは私たち2人が音無茶について説明していきます。それとともに本宮町の魅力もご紹介していきたいと思います。ジョーダンはアメリカのウィスコンシン州出身なんですよね。
Yep, that's right. I'm from the state of Wisconsin in the United States. On this channel, we're planning on describing to you what is Otonashi-cha, our regional brand of tea. And with that, we'd also like to tell you a little bit about our town of Hongu.
さて、私たちは音無茶という伝統的なお茶を栽培しています。ここは本宮町の川湯温泉の山の上で茶畑があって、この茶畑はおじいちゃんおばあちゃんがもともと茶農家として栽培していたものを孫の私が引き継いで栽培をしています。今は9月でちょっと暑いですが、もう収穫はもうすでに終わっているような状態です。
So Natsumi was born and raised here in the town of Hongu, and she's been managing the tea farm since 2020 under the name Natsumi Chatsumi, her business name. I've been here since 2023, came about 2 years ago. I fell in love with the tea that Natsumi makes here, and now we cultivate and we make the tea together. So why don't we go and check out where we make the tea.
Hi, 私たちは今作業小屋の前に来ています。では、音無茶についてジョーダン説明をお願いします。
Okay, so Otonashi-cha, our regional tea here in Hongu, has a long history, and really it starts all the way back in the Heian period, where former emperors and other royal family would come to do the pilgrimage here. There are 3 sacred mountains of Kumano, as they are called. They would visit the mountains, and it is said that originally they are the ones, the royal family, the aristocrats who would come here, who brought tea seeds originally and planted them. And back in those days, tea was still very much drink that only the wealthy people would be able to enjoy. But since then, the reality of tea growing and tea drinking has, of course, such change, and we'd also like to tell you a little bit more about that as well.
そんな歴史のある音無茶ですが、生産者が今どんどん減少していって、昭和の時代には茶業組合が100人以上の名簿があったにもかかわらず、今は2軒だけというような状況になっています。また熊野本宮大社では毎年4月に新茶祭という音無茶の豊穣を願うお祭りが行われていますが、献茶をするためだけに少量の栽培が行われているような状況です。
So this tea garden here that Natsumi's grandparents planted over 50 years ago, and then from there continued to manage and protect and take care of for over 50 years, is now the base from which we can start the revival of Otonashi-cha, our regional brand tea. Together with that, from this year, we have received the rights to use the brand from Hongu Taisha Grand Shrine, is also a big partner for us in the revival. As far as what we do here at our tea garden, we are using no chemicals, and we are using a natural process to make our tea. We want a tea that will be healthy for everybody. And all of that process starts with harvesting the tea, and then we bring the leaves over to this, which is our kama.
こちらが釜入り茶を作る際に使われる釜入りの機械になります。生の葉っぱや乾燥した葉っぱを入れて仕上げや釜入りをする機械になります。
So the few machines that we use to make tea here, we also inherited from Natsumi's grandparents, and they are over 50 years old. The first one that we have, we call it the kama, and this is what we use to heat the tea leaves right after harvest and then roast the tea leaves at the end. So we put them in here, there's a fire underneath, then we take them out, they're kind of steaming and hot, And then we bring them over and put them into here, which is called the Junenki. It's a tea rolling machine. This is also over 50 years old, older than us, probably about as old as our ages combined. And this is important for rolling and twisting the leaves. This machine, the kamas, they're serving us very well. They're getting a little old. Along with that, this shed we're in now is also about the same age. In a few areas we have some water damage, and just a few places that are, maybe getting a little bit out of shape, and you don't want water leaking in or something when you're making tea. So these buildings that we use to house our machines are also something that we are planning on, if we have the funds, if we have the resources, to change out and to renew from now.
今は動いてないんですけれども、動いてる映像をお見せします。こちら。この10年期が動いてる映像がこちら。
So today, the video that we're making, we have two objectives. Number one, we would like to promote the revival of our regional tea brand, Otonashi Cha. And along with that, we think our town of Hongu is a wonderful place, and we would like to make people interested in Hongu want to come to Hongu, also come to the new Tea Festival next year, which is an event held every year in Hongu. And we believe that supporting our town and also supporting and promoting the tea are two things that go together.
そしてこの度、熊野本宮大社様から私たちのお茶の品質を認められ、オトナシ茶として販売することが決定しました。
So we have 3 varieties of tea that we're making for our regional tea brand. The last generation made sencha, and this is the quintessential Japanese green tea. Now, a lot of people who remember Otonashi cha are thinking, oh, sencha is Otonashi cha. But in addition to sencha, we also have black tea that we made with the second flush tea leaves, fresh this year, a new type of tea. And then perhaps the most important addition to Otonashi cha is this kamairi cha. It's a pan-fired tea. We use the kama that we have introduced previously to roast the tea leaves. This kamairi cha is a tea that's been made by the common people of Hongu since at least the Edo period, and it is a drink that many of the older generation have grown up drinking as their daily tea. There is also tea rice porridge as a traditional food, as a traditional recipe that many households still make up until this day. So we would love for you to enjoy all 3 of the various teas that we have produced for Otonashi cha.
では、本宮大社様の茶畑に行ってみましょう。
Let's go to the Hongu Taisha Grand Shrines Tea Farm. It's really quite a small river, so yes, that is quite a big torii gate. This is actually the largest